fool. This is the Punisher.
This build requires 2-piece Troll King, 1 well-fitted and 1 in-pen. The combination of Troll King with the Orc and DK passives maximize the effectiveness of this set. The next set is Clever Alchemist, which will be built on the chest, legs, and boots to maximize resistances. These 5 pieces will all be heavy. If you want to run this build in medium, swap out the boots, the helmet, and the shoulder for medium armor pieces. Make sure that every single piece of armor has a stamina enchant and you have at least 5 or 6 in-pen pieces. The 2-hand will be a defending battle axe. The reason why it's defending is that this is your back bar, and it will also be able to proc a bleed on a light or heavy attack while you're turtling up. To finish the Clever Alchemist set, you will need dual wield sharpened axe and sword with a Disease and Oblivion enchant. Use a potion on the dual bar to proc the Clever Alchemist damage. The maximum weapon damage and no CP for this build is 4,391. This is possible by stacking major and minor brutality buffs, the heavy armor wrath passive, a weapon damage weapon enchant, the Clever Alchemist proc, and 3 jewelry weapon enchants. For Battlegrounds, I suggest running 5-piece Fasalas on your jewelry, legs, and boots. The combination of health reduction and the pressure provided from stacking dots will overwhelm your opponent's healing and aid your team in countering cross heals. If you want to maximize damage and play as a pure DPS rolling group, run 5-piece Spriggans on your jewelry, belt, and gloves. The penetration from Spriggans will provide good bursts against heavy armor builds and will turn your fully charged heavy attack animation cancels into a primary damage combo. The third set I recommend is the new Blood Drinker set, which will increase the damage of your bleeds by 20%. Use this set for your jewelry, belt, and gloves, and focus on stacking the bleeds from Blood Craze and your dual wield and 2-hand axes. The last set I recommend is the Werewolf Hide set. Werewolf Hide is a great set for open world PvP since it will allow a steady flow of ultimate generation during both solo and group combat. Use the Dubious Cameron Throne Drink and the Thief Mundus Stone for no CP PvP. When using the Dubious Cameron Throne Drink, I recommend running Noxious Breath on the 2-hand buff bar. If you want to maximize your heavy attack damage, swap Noxious Breath for Molten Armaments and use the Smoked Bear Haunch food. I run this setup as an Orc since the Orc passives synergize well with Troll King, the heavy armor passives, and the movable Stam speed pots. Choose whichever 5-piece set fits your playstyle and practice your buff rotations with a coordinated group. I have a lot of fun playing this build, and as you can see, it kicks out a ton of damage. The way I'm able to do this is by stacking AoE damage with dots and buffed up heavy attacks. The combination of Volatile Armor, Deadly Cloak, Flames of Oblivion, Venomous Claw, Blood Carve, the 2-hand Battle Axe bleed, and the dual wield bleed with the additional 40% heavy attack damage from Molten Armaments allows for this build to overwhelm your opponents with pressure. I run Dawnbreaker of Smiting on the dual bar and Take Flight on my 2-hand back bar. On the 2-hand bar, you want to try to weave a light attack in between your self buffs in order to proc the weapon damage enchant and also the 2-hand Battle Axe bleed. When you swap to your dual wield bar, you want to weave a heavy attack into a Blood Carve or a heavy attack into a Venomous Claw and animation cancel those 2 attacks to provide a nice damage burst. It is important to maintain Flames of Oblivion and a Venomous Claw on all times on your target. Since you do not have a gap closer, both of these abilities will apply a snare on your target. If you ever find yourself outnumbered, go to your 2-hand defending bar and start turtling up. Weave your light and heavy attacks in between your self buffs. Try to apply Venomous Claw and activate Flames of Oblivion to separate your targets. Keep your Shuffle and Deadly Cloak up at all times to reduce AoE damage and ultimates by 25%. Be patient when timing your Clever Alchemist buff so that your Dawnbreaker damage is fully charged. I use Take Flight more for a gap closer and Team Disruptor than a damage ultimate. However, there are some times when Take Flight is absolutely necessary, and if you time it right with your group, you can completely wipe an entire team.
What do you get?
The rest of this video contains the best clips from playing this build over the last month. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment below. I hope you enjoy the footage.
Oh my god, what's happened?
Hello? Is this damn thing on? There will be more videos, so hit the subscribe button. Do it now.